Hello and welcome. My name is Lisa Marsh Ryerson, president of Southern New Hampshire University. I am so excited and honored to be with you today here on our beautiful campus in Manchester, New Hampshire, in front of our STEM building. For those of you who haven't visited New Hampshire yet, I hope we have the opportunity to welcome you here soon. And now, on to the reason we're here today, spring commencement. We are so proud to be recognizing nearly 25,000 graduates from all over the world. Wherever you are today, I hope you are celebrating this incredible accomplishment of becoming a college graduate. I know that you worked so hard to get to today. I hope you're marking this important milestone with the people who mean the most to you and who supported you along the way. For those watching and celebrating a graduate today, thank you. Your encouragement was instrumental in getting your graduate to the finish line. And graduates, we are so proud that you are joining the SNHU alumni community. And now, without further ado, let the ceremony begin.
Hello, my fellow graduates, respected faculty, and honored guests. Congratulations to the class of 2026.
Today is one of the most important days of our lives.
If you made it here, you've already proved you're capable of more than you think.
There's nothing quite like the feeling of accomplishment.
Making it to graduation is proof that you can achieve anything you put your mind to.
We all took different paths to get here, and that's okay.
We embrace the late nights, the sacrifices, and the doubts.
We have people here from different states, countries, races, and majors.
Yet here we stand, strong up, sharp up, and forged by the journey.
SNHU has given me the opportunity and skills to keep pursuing my dreams.
It gave me the space to grow, to lead, and believe in my potential again.
I didn't just gain academic knowledge. I developed resilience, emotional intelligence, and clarity about my purpose.
I gained confidence, discipline, and the belief that I can keep pushing myself no matter how busy life gets.
I leave SNHU with a clearer understanding of how I learn and how I engage with the world around me.
Now I can take what I've learned and incorporate it in my current role and help my team be successful.
You will step into new roles, new goals, and new challenges.
Trust that resilience, honor your pace, and stay aligned with what matters most.
Success isn't just about what you accomplish, it's about what you become along the way.
No matter how your journey might have looked, you still made it to the finish line. You are no longer the person who hopes they can finish a class. You are the person who did. I've transformed into a person I'm proud of, and I know it's only the beginning.
Keep learning, keep pushing, and use your story to open doors for others.
We've already proven we can handle the hard work here. Now let's go apply that grit out there.
Congratulations, class of 2026. We made it.
Drums! Scotland the Brave set! By the right! Quick march!
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Cheryl Frederick, Global Campus Academic Dean of STEM. Would the faculty and graduates of Southern New Hampshire University's online science, technology, engineering, and math programs please rise if you're able? President Ryerson, I am pleased to present the newest graduates of the STEM programs. Graduates, with your degree in hand, you embark on a journey filled with promise, leveraging your technical expertise, creative problem-solving skills, collaborative nature, and unwavering resilience. You hold the promise to innovate products, systems, and connections using ethical and responsible methods, ultimately fostering positive change for communities worldwide. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the many faculty, staff, and advisors that helped these graduates reach the finish line today. Please join me again in congratulating the newest graduate of SNHU's Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math programs. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the 2026 commencement. My name is Dr. Jennifer Batchelor, University Provost at Southern New Hampshire University. It is my great pleasure to welcome all of the families, friends, faculty, staff, and of course our graduates who are here with us today or watching via live stream. We are thrilled to be celebrating the SNHU class of 2026. I would like to now ask everyone, if you are able, to please rise for our national anthem sung this morning by our graduate, Warren Olson, and performed by 6 of our graduates in our American Sign Language course: Madison Colin, Sophie Hummel, Emily Horgan, Jace Henderson, Abigail Mason, and Amelia Mosnicka.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you all. You may be seated. I'm going to ask Warren to stay on stage for just a moment. Today marks his 17th time performing the national anthem for SNHU events and celebrations. Warren is a commuter student on campus and a talented musician who plays in the band Sunday Ave. During his time at SNHU, he completed an internship at a local New Hampshire concert venue where he gained hands-on experience in the industry. Today, he graduates as a proud first-generation college student with his degree in communication with summa cum laude honors and looks ahead to a career in entertainment. Thank you so much, Warren. We are proud of you and can't wait to see what you accomplish next. This spring, we have graduates representing all 50 states and U.S. territories, 67 countries, and a wide range of cultures and faith traditions. I want to acknowledge that we gather on the unceded traditional territory of 7 indigenous nations, the original stewards of this land. We honor their deep connection to this place and recognize the enduring and ongoing presence of their people and culture. We also recognize our university community as part of a city built on the backs of immigrants and working people. So now let us take a moment of silence and, whether in prayer or simple contemplation, remember that our success has its roots with those who came before us, including loved ones no longer with us. Let them all be present with you in your heart. Thank you. Now I would like to introduce the platform party. I will ask you to stand up if you are able as I announce you by group or name and remain standing during the introductions. Leading the procession was our mace bearer, Dr. Bo Kim. Representatives from the academic and executive leadership teams of the university, our alumni speaker and student speaker, chair of our Board of Trustees, Winnie Lerner, and board members Jim Chilton and Lisa Girton. And finally, our university president, Lisa Marsh Ryerson. Thank you. Please be seated.
Good afternoon, graduates, family members, and guests. Isn't this a glorious afternoon? I'm Lisa Marsh Ryerson, and I am proud and privileged to serve as president of Southern New Hampshire University, and I am delighted, I am absolutely thrilled to welcome you to our Southern New Hampshire University class of 2026 commencement. Today is a grand celebration, a celebration of your hard work, your resilience, your growth, your success. For each of you, this moment reflects years of dedication and effort and purpose. From our earliest days, when we opened in 1932 with just 50 students, learners have been at the center of our university, and that remains true today. The strength of the Southern New Hampshire University community comes from you, our learners, and now our graduates. And this weekend, we celebrate more than 6,000 graduates. And you bring with you an incredible range of lived experiences. We have graduates who came to us straight from high school, and graduates who came back to earn their degrees after pausing their studies for years and for many decades. Graduates who studied online while deployed and serving in the military. And parents who juggled careers and children and still turned in their assignments by 11:59 every Sunday night. We have graduates with us this afternoon who will be the very first in their families to earn a college degree. And graduates who have overcome challenges of illness or loss and the full range of hurdles that life can put before any of us. I have the best view in the arena. It is glorious to look out at each and every one of you. And I see still today the spirit of our earliest students, those first 50 learners who believed education could open doors. And I think about the individual journeys that led each and every one of you here this afternoon. This arena is filled with powerful stories, and I want to share just a few. Help me celebrate Dorothy, a service member who pursued her degree while working at Walmart. She balanced work and college and military training, and now sets her sights on becoming an Air Force officer. Today, Dorothy graduates with her computer science degree with a 4.0 GPA. And I am delighted to recognize Jernica, a first-generation college graduate who pursued her degree through a university partnership with CRED, a nonprofit in Chicago working to reduce gun violence. Jernica did this while balancing work and life, and Jernica now supports CRED's program participants as a workforce development trainer, helping others build the skills they need to access opportunities. She graduates today with her bachelor's degree in management. Congratulations. And finally, join me in celebrating Harriet. Harriet is a Navy reservist and a small business owner who found SNHU as the right fit while she balanced military service, family life, and her ongoing education. Today, Harriet graduates with her bachelor's degree in history, drawing on her military experience and education to turn learning into growth. Congratulations, Harriet. These are but a few of our remarkable graduates, and I know that each of you has your own story to share. You have faced setbacks. You have pushed through moments of doubt. You have discovered strength that you may not have known you possessed. You have inspired those around you just as you continue to inspire me and all of us here at Southern New Hampshire University. So speaking of inspiration, no one arrives at this day alone. Let's take a moment to recognize the people who supported you along the way. They stood beside you through long nights and through hard days. They encouraged you. They believed in you. Graduates, join me now in taking a moment to find your family members and friends. Give them a wave, a smile, a heartfelt thank you. Graduates, I love seeing you sharing all that love back at your family members and friends. Graduates, today is a reminder. It's a reminder to us that education is powerful. It strengthens you. It strengthens families. It builds communities. It creates opportunities for generations to come, and today, you are living proof of that. So as you cross this stage, remember, you are not just earning a degree, you are opening new doors. You are creating new possibilities. I know for certain the world needs you, your leadership, your creativity, your empathy, and your courage. So as you move forward from this day, know that our nation, our world, is stronger because of you. Congratulations to the SNHU class of 2026. We are so very proud of you. At each of our commencement ceremonies, a student speaker is chosen through a selection process led by a university committee to share remarks with our graduates. We have over 7,000 graduates participating in our virtual ceremonies this spring, and we're so pleased to have our chosen speaker represent them, Beverly D. Baker. Beverly joins us from Redwood Valley, California. She is a single mother to 2 daughters who once joined the circus as an aerialist and financed her education by starting a skincare line. Today, Beverly completes her Bachelor's of Arts in Social Sciences with summa cum laude honors and plans to continue on to a master's degree in the fall on her path to becoming a licensed therapist. Please join me in welcoming Beverly D. Baker.
Greetings, President Ryerson, Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, my wonderful family and friends, and my fellow graduates. When I began Southern New Hampshire University in 2023, I was a single mom with a 1-year-old and a new teenager. My house motto, if it's quiet, there are only 2 possibilities. I'm studying or someone help me find the baby. Can you remember how you felt when your first class started? I started with a timid mindset. I'll do what I can, get a few classes under my belt. And I never imagined during admissions that I would be standing here with a diploma in my hand. Last year, Andre 3000 said, "Great things start in little rooms." His group, some of you may know, Outcast, began in a basement in Atlanta, Georgia, where the floor was bare dirt and the walls were red clay. It was there that they created the rhymes that would change mainstream rap forever. History rarely begins on a grand stage. Walt Disney sketched cartoons in his uncle's garage. Michael Dell built computers in his college dorm room. It begins in small, ordinary spaces. Great things start in little rooms. And for many of us, it began in a quiet spot in our home. For me, I have a tiny little corner of my kitchen. And between diaper changes, homework, and work, the paid kind, throw in an occasional teenage eye roll, you know who you are. We carved out little rooms of our own. Not glamorous spaces, not Pinterest-worthy study nooks, but spaces where we chose growth over excuses. Great things start in little rooms. There were nights I doubted everything I was doing. Many nights I could not get that baby to sleep. Nights when assignments and responsibilities felt louder than my own confidence. But here's what I learned. Progress doesn't require perfect conditions. It requires persistence. And in those quiet moments, when no one was looking, we changed. We became disciplined. We became focused. Today, we have earned more than a degree from SNHU. We earned confidence. We earned resilience. And most importantly, we earned the belief that we can see something through, even when it feels impossible at the start. Fellow graduates, honor the sacrifices that got you here. Remember the long nights, the doubt, the discipline, and the perseverance. You are no longer the person who hopes they can finish a class. You are the person who did. And we didn't just log into classes. We showed up for ourselves. And if we can build degrees between bedtime stories and busy schedules, imagine what can happen now that we've survived all the discussion posts and essays. And if great things truly start in little rooms, there is absolutely no limit to what we can build next. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Now, before we begin reading your names and inviting you up here for a photo, there is one last and very important legal piece that we have to accomplish to make all of this official. Dr. Batchelor, can you please assist me in conferring the degrees?
Will the recipients of all master's degrees please rise if you are able? President Ryerson, President Ryerson, the candidates standing before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements for their chosen curricula.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer the degrees of International Master of Business Administration, Master of Arts, Master of Business Administration, Master of Education, Master of Fine Arts, Master of Public Health, Master of Science, Master of Science in Nursing, and STEM Master of Business Administration, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the recipients of all associate's and bachelor's degrees please rise if you are able? President Ryerson, the candidates standing before you have successfully completed the course of studies prescribed by the faculty of Southern New Hampshire University and have fulfilled all requirements of their chosen curricula.
By the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Southern New Hampshire University and by the General Court of the State of New Hampshire, I hereby confer the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Associate in Arts, and Associate in Science, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations.
Yamaya Yana Abney, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Clara H. Abraham, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Roy Abrams, Associate of Science. Jasmine Acosta Balbuena, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Lissa Adamczyk, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Julius Addison West, Bachelor of Science. Landon Stephen Adkins, Bachelor of Science. Alexander Ulak Safan, Bachelor of Science. Arvind Balon Agas, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Jordan Ashley Aguilar, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Brandy Augustin, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Rakib Ahmed, Bachelor of Science. Shoal Ahmed, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Zainab Abiedu, Associate of Science. Olawashan Akinola, Master of Science. Toyosi Okure, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Afia Anamar Al-Shikli, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Nicholas Mark Alcorn, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Crystal Hope Al-Iman, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. John Paul Gotia Alexi, Master of Science. Eric Joseph Alger, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Fadi Al-Kaifi, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Sarah Allen, Master of Science. Tommy Clover Allen Jr., Associate of Science. Antonio Alonso Jr., Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Layla Saud Al-Zubi, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Michelle Maria Amaya, Master of Science. Joshua Amjadi, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Christine Achieng Amalo, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Richard Oseon Ponsa, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Eddie Anazagasti, Master of Science. McKenna Joe Anderson, Bachelor of Science. Michaela Grace Anderson, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Marcus Ben Anderson, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Relina Renee Anderson, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Ronald Anderson, Associate of Science. Martin Joseph Angel Lu Chi, Bachelor of Science. Dylan James Anthony Sr., Associate of Science, Associates with high honors. Indraneel Sarma Anamula, Master of Science. Raven J. Aragon, Bachelor of Arts. Colby Arnold, Associate of Science, Associates with honors. Justin M. Arnold, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Anna Iris Arredondo Mitchell, Associate of Science. Asuman Arthur, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Arkwazak Nashford, Master of Science. Christopher Ashton, Bachelor of Science. Dorian Askew, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Cyril Cia, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. David Baxton Atkins, Bachelor of Science. Thomas G. Atwood Jr., Master of Science. Alonzo Osby, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Essence Imani Ozan, Bachelor of Science. Anisha Marie Avant, Master of Science. Favor Awa, Master of Science. Brandon Daniel Ayers, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Ephraim Daniel Bachman, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Glenn Paul Badiola, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Yerlin Bayakshov, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Austin Joseph Baker, Bachelor of Science. Brooke Renee Baker, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Ashley Nicole Baldwin, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Daryl Lee Baldwin, Bachelor of Science. Matt Ball, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. De Bora Dami Lare Ba Migbade, Master of Science. Sandra Barber, Bachelor of Science. Seth Emerson Barlow, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Matthew Ernest Barnes, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Cody James Barrett, Bachelor of Science. Robert Barrington, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Bradley Barshal, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Karine Bavois, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Naomi Kel E. Bayes, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jessica Beach, Bachelor of Science. Aaron Eugene Beefus, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jasmine La Teg Bra Han Benford, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Miguel Benjamin, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Julie Bennett, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kayla Renee Bennis, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Edward James Benoit, Bachelor of Science. Amber Berenger, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Zachary Douglas Berg, Bachelor of Science. Bran Bisalki, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jesse Tristan Bettis, Bachelor of Science. Pamela Bianchetta, Associate of Science. Tiffany Bing Howard, Bachelor of Science. Richard Taylor Bergenheyer, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Eric Bisson, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Laura Black, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Shah Monique Laveau Reese Black, Master of Science. Ryan James Blackburn, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Edward Blair, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Tori Blair, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Brittany Denise Blewett, Associate of Science. Kelly Kyoko Bloom, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Brian Lee Bloomer, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Emily Bolliard, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Juliana Bond, Associate of Science. Allison Rose Bono, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Victoria Boren, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. David Bortz, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Maxwell Thomas Bortz, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Christopher David Bosel, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Brian Keith Boucher, Associate of Science. Robert Solomon Bowman III, Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Kenley Boyd, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Antoine Boylston, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Carlos Miguel Bracho Ortega, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Courtney Lene Bradley, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Travis Bradley, Bachelor of Science. Hunter Brashears, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jennifer Marie Braun, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Karen Bren, Associate of Science. Joshua Bridge, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Amaya Monet Kieshauna Briggs, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Walter Humberto Briones, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Brett Brown, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jeremiah Wayne Brown, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Lakeisha M. Brown, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Shira Brown, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Kevin E. Mund Bruce Payne, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Nicole Lynn Bruce Bolash, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. M.J. Brunson, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Tony Wayne Brunson, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jonathan Bryant, Bachelor of Science. Mario Buffalino, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Dedrick Allen Bullard, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Katrina Carol Bunn, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Nicholas James Burkert, Bachelor of Science. Edina Lee Burkett, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Jamani Thomas Burks, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Laura Bird, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jack Arlen Caballero Caggiani, Master of Science. Christopher Enrique Cabrera, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Isaac Lemuel Cabrera Matos, Associate of Science. Domarel Kadag, Bachelor of Science. Ender Michael Kane, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Caitlin Colasabetta, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jocelyn Veronica Calda-Rear, Master of Science. Omar Calderon, Bachelor of Science. Jamal Calmont, Bachelor of Science. Rosita Campoverde, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Smiley O. Capers, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Fabian O'Neill Carey, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Erica Kathleen Cargile, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Jason Carignan, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Richard Carrero, Bachelor of Science. Dane Allen Carver, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Kyle Michael Carvin, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Lysandra Angel Casares, Associate of Science. Israel Castaneda, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Josh Castellanos, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Nathan Allen Castillo, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alejandra Castro de la Torre, Bachelor of Science. Isaiah Castro, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Sylvian Dumitru Sedru, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Amanda Catherine Seeley, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Connor Francis Cerf, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Hayden Chase, Bachelor of Arts. Holly Maria Champagne, Bachelor of Science. Andrew Chandler, Bachelor of Science. Eric Zhao, Master of Science. Anthony Wayne Chaplin, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Todd Michael Chapman, Bachelor of Science. Justin Charles, Bachelor of Science. John Shaw Ron, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Ariel Urquidi Chavarria, Associate of Science. Alex Chavez, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alexis Alonso Chavez, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Noel Chetram, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kitty Chettery, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Koni Cha-ri-zia, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Liz Valeria Chi-Rinos Fernandez, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Duha Chowdhury, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Lisa Marlene Christmas, Master of Science. Jeremy Kyle Shylock, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Krishnal Chitkolel A, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alyssa Brianne Clark, Bachelor of Science. Christian Clark, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Cara Marie Clark, Associate of Science. Brendan Patrick Clark, Bachelor of Science. Jamie Clark, Bachelor of Science. Tori Lee Cleveland, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Lindsay Cobb Wilkins, Master of Science. Joshua Coburn, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Trinity Dawn Cochran, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Raquel Cole, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Daniel Edward Collins, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. William Kent Collins Jr., Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Gustavo Antonio Colon Rivera, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Taylor Colton, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Andrea Colvin, Master of Science. Adam Condren, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Brooke Sierra Contreras, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Daniel Pierce Cooper, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Eric Morris Cooper Jr., Master of Science. Summer Louise C. A. Copeland, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Kimberly N. Cormican, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Savannah Ray Cornelius, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Co. Ray A., Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Desiree Christina Cortez, Associate of Science. Diana Koss, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Philip Cowan, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Caitlin Michaela Cowley, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kenya May Craw, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Bryce Krager, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Agnes Katangoli Crocker, Associate of Science. Zane Kronk, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Chrissa Marie Crooks, Bachelor of Arts. Erica A. Cruz, Bachelor of Science. Kathleen Lee Cruz, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Stephen J. Cudahy V, Bachelor of Science. Aaron Cully, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Garrett M. Cundiff, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Cindy Jean Cunius, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Maurice Curry II, Bachelor of Science. Paul Dacey, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Brian Dade, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Danielle da Gama, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Farah N. Damani Ali, Master of Science. Jessica Daniel, Master of Science. Jasmine N. Daniels, Associate of Science. Marcus Edward Danielson, Bachelor of Arts. Dale Davenport Jr., Associate of Science. SNHU David, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alexis Davis, Bachelor of Arts. Cody Dean Davis, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Kaylin Davis, Bachelor of Science. Kyle Moses Davis, Associate of Science. Matthew W. Davis, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Wendy Lynn Davis, Bachelor of Science. Alfred de Leon III, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Benjamin de Leon, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. R. Carlos de Anda, Master of Science. Hayden DeLance, Bachelor of Arts. Nicholas DeLauna, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Charteria Deloach, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Denisha Lynn Derisier, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Wade Derrick, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Dylan Garrett Devine, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Monica Diaz, Associate of Science. Nekia Dene Dickens, Master of Science. Douglas Dickey, Bachelor of Science. Ronald Deal, Bachelor of Science. Christina Kathleen Shailen Dinantosi, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. William Patrick Davis, Bachelor of Arts. Dalen Isaiah Dixon, Bachelor of Science. Gregory Deutsch, Associate of Science, Associates with high honors. Myaleen Dollison, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Nicola J. Donaldson, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Austin Dona Bauer, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jesselyn Lee Dowd, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Caleb Anthony Downing, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Joss F. Downs, Bachelor of Science. Stephen Matthew Fernando Doyley, Master of Science. Danielle Maureen Drayton McGee, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. April M. Drugach, Associate of Science, Associates with honors. Alexis Dryden, Bachelor of Science, Catherine Renee Dubon Mariquin, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Trenton Jaron Duncan, Associate of Science. Joshua Scott Dunham, Associate of Science. Leah Durham, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Brandon George DeRocher, Bachelor of Science. Ole Emio Layuola de Rosero, Master of Science. Joseph Anthony Ear, Bachelor of Science. Christopher Asibor Abigwu, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Scotty Eddings Clark, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Emmanuel Garrett Edison, Bachelor of Science. Cody Ivers, Master of Science. Danielle Oriana Elkins, Bachelor of Arts. Alyssa Marie Elks, Associate of Science. Desmond O'Neill Ellsworth, Master of Science. Taklat Ali A, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Justin Jeffrey Ertl, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Andrew Miguel Escalera, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Cayetana Grace Estes, Bachelor of Science. Autumn Marie Eubanks, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Brittany Eugene, Bachelor of Science. James Richard Eugene, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Carrie Fattenstock, Master of Science. Leslie S. Fan, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Essen Farouk, Bachelor of Science. Tamba Faye Yia, Master of Science. Perry Bernard Feaster Jr., Associate of Science. Associates with honors. William Antonio Feliciano Rios, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jonathan Felix, Associate of Science. Miguel Angel Ferrati Velasquez, Master of Science. Enos Charles Ferguson Jr., Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. LaDonna Green Fernandez, Bachelor of Science. Justin Ryan Fielder, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Melissa Fimwright, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Dane Robert Firth II, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alyssa Jo Fisher, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Lindsay Marie Fitzgerald, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Sean Flanagan, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Jesse Fletcher, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Evan A. Flores, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Justine Flores, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Trendle Flowers, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jami Ufo IA, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Robert V. Forbotnik Jr., Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Michael James Forden, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Stephanie Fortner, Master of Science. Jernay Foster, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Twana Nicole Franklin, Bachelor of Science. Ryan Patrick Freeman, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Connor Martin Sebastian Frenzel, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. John Calvin Frick, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alexis Frisson, Master of Science. Rochelle G., Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Gonzalo Ga Ete, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Bobby L. Gaither, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. William Ryan Gallagher, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Mario Gantos, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Edgar Garcia Sanchez, Master of Science. Juan Pablo Garcia, Master of Science. Maria Paulina Isabel Garcia Juarez, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Shayna Garcia, Bachelor of Science. Victor Manuel Garcia Jr., Associate of Science. Zychius Garland, Bachelor of Science. Stephanie Garrett, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Rolando Garza Jr., Associate of Science. Jamal Philip Jeffrod, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Larissa Gabrielle George, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Michael Gasky, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Somayadeep Ghosh, Master of Science. Adam Harvey Gibson, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Jonathan Janelle Gibson, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Lashona Gill, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. John Charles Gilmore Jr., Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kyler Marie Goebel, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Mark Allen Gomes, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Hermes Gomez, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Jason Gomez, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jonah Gomez, Associate of Science. Priscilla Flores Gomez, Associate of Science. Tamuria Gooden, Bachelor of Science. Nathan William Gordon, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Jason Gorton Jr., Bachelor of Arts. Matthew Anthony Gowans, Associate of Science. Arturo Granados Jr., Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Cody Lee Gracious, Bachelor of Science. Courtney Shawnee Gray, Master of Science. Kiana Gray Williamson, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Nikia J. Green, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Chantel Eve Green, Master of Science. Casey T. Gruen, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Danielle Griffin, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Sandra Griffith, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Garrett Gross, Bachelor of Science. James Kenneth Grove, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kirsten Grove, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Quentin Timothy Gruno, Bachelor of Science. Nicole Gushinsky, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Michael J. Guerrero, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Diana Melena Gutierrez Marin, Master of Science. Jason Edward Guzzi, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alexander Vu Luan Ha, Master of Science. Daisy Haas, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Austin Matthew Hagedorn, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Felicia N. Hale, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Emily Joanne Hale, Bachelor of Arts, summa cum laude. Robert Hall, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Richard Ham, Bachelor of Science. Yasir Hamid, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kevin Ryan Hamilton, Associate of Science. Christopher Daniel Hamlet, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Ryan D. Ham, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Tiffany Velvet Hammer, Bachelor of Science. Crystal Haney, Bachelor of Arts. Melissa Wood Hanley, Master of Science. Christopher Leonard Hanrian, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Jason Deontay Hargrove, Bachelor of Science. Nick Alexander Harley, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Lowry Harriman, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Alexandria Harris, Associate of Science, Associates with high honors. Asia Marie Harris, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Candice Brianne Harris, Bachelor of Science. Damon L. Harris, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Katrina Harris, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Leah Marie Harris, Bachelor of Science. Christopher Hartfield II, Associate of Science. Corey James Hartrick, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Ralph Loyal Hartzell, Bachelor of Science. Trista Marie Harvey, Master of Science. Jacob Scott Harry, Associate of Science, Associates with high honors. Sarah C. Haydick, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kristen Nicole Hayes, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Stacy Hayward, Associate of Science, Associates with honors. Kishan Habar MN, Master of Science. Vincent Heffley, Bachelor of Science. Christine Heggie, Master of Science. Heather Marie Heinen, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jenna Elizabeth Heinold, Bachelor of Science. Ryan Jeffrey Helfrich, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Corrigan Michael Helm, Bachelor of Science. Ronald Henderson Jr., Bachelor of Science. Joshua Hennessy, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Joanne Rachel Henriksen, Bachelor of Arts. Daniel Harasimov, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Michael Hernandez Jr., Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Laura Milena Herrera Rivera, Master of Science. Cameron B. Hickman, Bachelor of Arts. Jonathan Thomas Hicks, Associate of Science, Associates with honors. Kevin Ray Hicks, Master of Science. Michael Hicks, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Gavin Breck Higgins, Associate of Science. Reginald Antoine Hill, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Sidney Hiller, Associate of Science. Taniqua Hines, Master of Science. Kang Ho, Master of Science. Ingeborg Hodge, Bachelor of Arts, cum laude. Andrew Hodgson, Bachelor of Science. Keith Holland, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Star Holland, Associate of Science. Christian Holliday, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Sam Ayati Hollinshead, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Theodore Everett Holmes, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Christopher Allen Holt, Bachelor of Science. Racelyn Hopper, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Jordan Hottinger, Associate of Science. Timothy Hoy, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. James Tucker Hughes, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Taylor Deshawn Huey, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Gabrielle J. Hunt, Associate of Science, Associates with highest honors. Jordan Hurtley, Associate of Science, Associates with high honors. Newman Hussain, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Tony Ann Michaelia Hutchinson, Bachelor of Science. Nicole Hutto, Bachelor of Science. Ingrid Amin Fonte, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Kayla Ingebretson, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Kendra Dawn Engel McClellan, Bachelor of Science, cum laude. Camden Samuel Stewart Irwin, Bachelor of Science. Mark Ivory, Associate of Science. Estera Gabriela Jablonska, Bachelor of Science. Cedrica Jackson, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Derek Russell Jackson, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Dicia A. Jackson, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Herbert N. Jackson III, Bachelor of Science. Javier Francisco Jackson, Associate of Science. Christy Alicia Jackson, Bachelor of Science. Kandrula Elisa Jackson, Associate of Science. Trayvon Glynn Jackson, Associate of Science. Heather Marie Jaeger, Bachelor of Arts, magna cum laude. Ashley Marie James, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Roger Derek James Jr., Associate of Science. Noelle Renee Jesse, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Corbin Jett, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Christina Catalina Jimenez, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Christo Johnson, Master of Science. Hannah Eliza Johnson, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Jacqueline Johnson, Master of Science. James Michael Johnson, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Jessica Johnson, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Keenan Johnson, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Kaya Dawn Janae Johnson, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Sheriona Alexandra Johnson, Associate of Science, Associates with Honors. Harry Johnson, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. William Ronan Johnson, Associate of Science. Charles Jonian, Associate of Science, Associates with High Honors. Aubrey Jones, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Brandon Jones, Bachelor of Science. O.P. Ialua Jones, Associate of Science. Sarah Kristen Jones, Associate of Science, Associates with Highest Honors. Paul David Joplin, Bachelor of Science. Rooney Jordan, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Abigail Junker, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Kareem Kabirov, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Shauna Kang, Bachelor of Science, summa cum laude. Brina Nawa Kangawa, Master of Science. Hyler James Carls, Bachelor of Science, magna cum laude. Tanvir Kaur Sachdeva, Master of Science. Kyle Keaton, Master of Science. Steve Kelly, Master of Science. Ainsley Nalela Kolwa Kenolio, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors. Aaron Alexis Kent, Bachelor of Science. Cum laude. Amanda L. Kessler, Master of Science. Jennifer Kettinger, Bachelor of Science. Frederick Terrell Keys, Bachelor of Science. Cum laude. Ambika Khatri KC, Bachelor of Science. Summa cum laude. Amber Rachel Kincaid, Bachelor of Science. Jeremy Christian Kingsley, Bachelor of Science. Summa cum laude. Harry Allen Kingston, Bachelor of Science. Summa cum laude. Kirsten Kinney, Bachelor of Science. Juliana Amber Knowles, Associate of Science. Connie Marie Canup, Bachelor of Science. Summa cum laude. Molly Kohler, Bachelor of Science. Michael Leonard Connick Jr., Bachelor of Science. Summa cum laude. Shatani Kuntz, Associate of Science. Associates with Honors. Stephen Alexander Kovacs, Bachelor of Science. Summa cum laude. Emily Catherine Kreisler, Bachelor of Science. Summa cum laude. Karishma Krishnan Kudi, Master of Science. Jonathan David Krause, Bachelor of Science. Joseph Anthony Kubak E. Jr., Bachelor of Science. Magna cum laude. Calvin Kagonza, Bachelor of Science. Summa cum laude. Shubham Kumar, Master of Science. Christine Kurth, Associate of Science. Associates with highest honors.
Congratulations to the SNHU class of 2026. And one more name reading, because these high honors are so important, and I left it out. I was so pleased to award the first diploma to Swan Tien Phan, summa cum laude. And finally, it is my great pleasure to congratulate the class of 2026 again. As I introduce our phenomenal Alumni Board Chair, Aaron Dupuis, class of 2019. Aaron.
Congratulations to the newest graduates of Southern New Hampshire University. On behalf of the Alumni Board of Directors, I am honored to officially welcome you to the SNHU Alumni Association. Today, more than 324,000 SNHU alumni around the world congratulate you on your success and hope you will be an active part of our global SNHU community. Now, for the traditional turning of the tassel, but don't move it just yet. When you earn your associate's or bachelor's degree, you move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Graduate students, you did this when you completed your undergraduate work. So if there's an undergraduate seated next to you, help them out. We're also going to have our faculty and aisle marshals help us out and throw some celebratory confetti. So at this time, if you are one of our learners who has earned an associate's or bachelor's degree, I invite you to stand and participate in the ceremonial tradition. And graduate students, please rise if you're able to help count them down. So are we ready? 3, 2, 1. As you continue to celebrate your achievements, remember there may be another SNHU graduate at your workplace or living right next door to you. Seek out and lean into your vast alumni network. Congratulations and good luck on your next chapter. We can't wait to see what you all accomplish next.
I want to thank the members of the New Hampshire Pipes and Drums for playing during our commencement exercise. The recessional will begin with the call of our bagpipers, followed by the platform party, faculty, and then the graduates, beginning with the front row. Please wait for the row in front of you before exiting in the center aisle, and you will leave through the tunnel where you entered. Guests must exit the building and meet their graduates outside. As a reminder, there is no entry once you have left the arena. Thank you and congratulations.